All right, Puma Fast-R Nitro Elite 2. Hi, this is Thomas with Believe in the Run.
This is Meaghan with Believe in the Run.
And today we're saying one of those long name shoe names.
Yeah.
Go ahead, give it a shot.
I just like calling it the Puma Fast-R 2.
Yeah, but it's really the Puma Nitro Elite Fast-R 2.
Okay.
All right? We're cool with that?
Sure.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, so obviously this is the second iteration of this shoe. The first one we saw last year, and we were kind of like, what is happening? Or was it 2 years ago?
It's 2 years ago.
2 years ago. I honestly wasn't sure version 2 was going to come about, but here we are. And it's similar, but it's different.
That is a good way to put it. It looks sort of similar, but a lot of changes in the shoe. Let's start with the upper, Meg. What's going on here?
All right, so this is called the Puma Ultra Weave, if you will.
Still got power tape in there.
Yeah, this one is, quote, 20% lighter than the previous iteration, so it's very breathable. It does feel very light. What I really like about it is while it's quite challenging to actually get your foot inside, once it is in there, it just hugs your foot. Nothing moves around. It's comfortable. It's just really nice.
The fit in this is delightful. I really like this tongue. It's stretchy. It fits really nice. And the way that the heel collar and counter work together, like you said, good lockdown, and you need it on a shoe that's got this much leverage in the plate. So excellent job on the upper. Not sure what this fin on the back is for. Do you know what that's for, Meg?
Yeah, so that you look very fast.
Oh, I thought maybe it was like spurs. So if you were like riding another runner, you could be like, giddy up.
That's probably the second reason for it. The first one being so that you look fast. Also, I just feel like it's necessary when you're going so eccentric with the looks of this shoe. Why not add a spoiler to it?
I like that. It's like one of those Honda Civics from the 90s. Let's get down to the midsole because this is kind of unique. I pretty much bash any race day shoe that doesn't have a PWRPlate foam in it because PWRPlate seems to be the one that does the best job. I was actually surprised trying this. I thought it had really nice energy return, really good feeling, really good pop under toe. And then I found out that it's Aliphatic TPU, which is different than like PWRPlate, obviously. But where you're gonna see that is a lot of shoes like the ones that are coming out of, the Li Ning and the Anta that come out of China. Those guys are using the Aliphatic TPU in their race day shoes. I didn't think anything that wasn't PWRPlate based would be worthwhile for a race day shoe. I think it works in this shoe.
Yeah, I have to agree. And just to backtrack a little bit here, we've had this shoe for a while. I actually didn't put it on because it looked so harsh. It looked like this foam was gonna be firm. Like this plate is quite large for a carbon fiber plate, both in width and thickness.
And then it sticks out the front.
And it comes out of the front, so there was just a lot going on where I was like, this probably is not for me. But anyway, Mike Coe convinced me that I would love it, so I tried it on, and
Wait, I told you you'd love it. You had to wait till Mike told you you loved it?
he was more convincing. Okay, so I put it on, and I was shocked at how soft it felt, in like a good way. So I was just running around the living room, and it just felt really, really nice. Took it out for some miles, and while this carbon fiber plate is really thick, because it sits so much below the foot, it's not like overly aggressive, and you can feel the softness of the foam while getting the propulsion from the plate, and it works really well.
Yeah, I think one of the things that also kind of deterred you from trying it in the beginning was that the other one's heel was a lot firmer. So you kind of had like a hard landing in the heel that rolled you off onto the toe. The softness of that material actually seemed a little gooier on this one, but this hard bottom, it had a different feel. This is definitely an upgraded ride compared to this. So it is a nice update to the shoe where I agree with you that as you come down, the foam lands, it compresses. This plate really does, and you can hear it. That sounds like the plate is cracking. It's not. That's just the glue on the midsole. But you get a really nice spring load on this shoe coming off your toe. especially when you start hitting those faster paces.
Yeah, that's the other thing I was going to note is I really felt like this shoe came to life when you were picking up the pace. So while you can go out and do some easy miles in it, you're not seeing that benefit, but when you start like really working hard and pushing the pace, like if I was doing strides, that's where this shoe felt like it just propelled you forward.
Yeah, you had to get up on your toes for this one.
Yeah.
All right, and the grip, Puma grip.
The best.
Always
it's just
works.
the best stuff out there.
Yeah. And no issues there. Traction was good. I think the shoe, once you get past the looks, once it's on your foot, the fit and everything like that, it does a really nice job. Now, a little bit of a deterrent for me is the weight. This one does get up there. Mine's over 9 ounces for a size 10.5 or 265 grams, which race day, I mean, I'm just not going out there with confidence putting on a shoe with this much extra weight compared to some of the competitors. Now, Puma has taken their athletes and saying which ones are more efficient using this shoe versus their other race day shoe. And they have some evidence behind their athletes to say, hey, the setup is more efficient, so maybe it negates some of the weight. But for me, when I'm picking a race day shoe, I really want it under 8 ounces or right around 8 ounces. And this one is well over that.
Yeah, I think that would be a deterrent for me, especially when we're talking about the longer distances like the marathon, where I feel like I would want to use this shoe as more that 5K, 10K, when you are really picking up the pace and you are maybe more on your toes. So I think that's where I would use this shoe, whereas I'd probably, if I was staying in the Puma realm, go towards the Elite for the marathon.
Yeah, another thing that people are probably curious about is because of the way that the bottom is shaped and you have that cutout, is it stable? It's actually surprisingly stable.
Yeah.
I found that the width up here in the front of the shoe makes the shoe stable. The plate coming in not only gives it that propulsion forward, but creates some stability in the foam as well. So overall, I think it's a really nice shoe. I would love to see some of the changes in the shoe be maybe trying a PIBA-based foam and lightening it up about an ounce at least.
That's what you would change about this shoe, not the plate shoving out of the toe. Or
Oh, so you want to talk
looks?
Yeah, it's a crazy looking shoe. It kind of looks like the Grinch Who Stole Christmas. I know, I mean, name other, I said it looked like Bubba from Bubba Gump shrimp.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, coming out that lower lip.
Yeah, so this one is going to be available February
salad.
22nd, which might already have happened once
Barbecue
this comes
shrimp,
out.
Steam shrimp.
For $260. So
$260.
It's within the realm of super shoes, even on the higher end. But I do think for the right person, this is going to be a great shoe, especially at the short distances.
Deep fried shrimp.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, check out this shoe.
What are you giving it?
I am going to give this shoe, as a shoe and shoe design, I would probably give it a green as it matches, but for race day and where I'd pick it, this one's probably on my second tier of race day shoes, so it'd go yellow.
Yeah, I have to agree. I love that Puma is taking chances and they're bold, but this one for me is a little over the top.
Little over the top?
Literally a little over the top.
All right. That's it for this one. If you'd like to see more reviews, best way to do is subscribe. Definitely like this one. We have a weekly email that has a list and rundown of every shoe and everything that we're talking about for that week. You might want to check that out. Always has a wonderful piece by Robbie writing about something that comes to mind. So check that out. And we have the Drop podcast as well as
Fuel for the Soul, which is our podcast with Meaghan Featherston, a sports dietitian, where we talk all things performance and nutrition.
Yeah, so if you're trying to get faster for race day and you're missing a link, might be nutrition, check out that podcast. But other than that, I think we're out.